Hey you guys, PJD here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm here with another What's New This Week video, and I have to start this video off with some of the new spring items from Soultanicals, which I picked up. And we first have to talk about this product, LAID. It's an acronym, as you can see right there, laying all Izzy's down. And Izzy's are like frizzy hair, things like that. Okay, so the fact that it's named LAID, right? And then it says Reviving Edge Sleek, okay, things like that. And then I'm going to read another sentence here where it says, great for tapered dews, slick backs, and twist definition. Okay, so just hearing all of that, you would think this is what? Edge control, yes? I thought it was edge control, and it doesn't say edge control, it says edge sleek, but at the bottom it says for edges about that bun life, right? So when you have a bun, how generally do you have your edges? They're slicked back, right? Or laid, as the label suggests. This is grease, okay? This is hair grease right there. Boom, 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 grease. First, when I opened it, I said, oh, this is a weird looking, I don't know, something about the appearance of it, maybe the shininess of it. I said, oh, this doesn't really look like an edge control. And then I dug my finger into it, only to see that it's not. That's what came off of my finger. I'm going to put it on my hand right now. Look at that. It's like a grease. And it breaks down. It smells delicious. It's just, if your intention is to have an edge control, an edge slick, something to lay them down, that's not this. Okay, so just letting you know that, because maybe I'm the only one, but I was under a different impression. So I have some right here. Let me put some here. Well, I already have edge control down, so that's not going to show you anything. But just showing you that it breaks down to it's like nothing. It's like hair grease. I get no tackiness from this at all. Nothing like that. It's just a hair grease. So I will be using it as such. And then with it being a hair grease, there are certain pieces that are a little chunky, so you may want to just kind of emulsify it in your hand, as I just did. Look how quickly and easily that happened. So clearly it's not holding down my edges, but for your bun, I guess in the sense that it would be shiny or something like that. Maybe that's what they're referencing, but just the word laid and laying all Izzy's down, I was totally on a different page. But I have the price and everything up here, but I did get this during her sale period when she had 30% off. So if you're following me on Instagram, hopefully you are. I already made mention of that sale while it was going on. It's over now, but she always has sales frequently. So if you're interested in this hair grease, then you can pick that up. The other thing that I got from that same new Soultanicals spring line is the Aqua Main, and it says right here that this is an instant moisture potion. It's a leave-in conditioner. Okay, so about this particular one, and I'll tell you, maybe we talk about the LAID product later, because I was going to tell you that there are two ingredients in it that I was not familiar with. So I do like that Soultanicals is always using new ingredients, or at least new to me, things that you don't typically see in hair products. So it's great, and then you get to really see if those ingredients built into a product actually help you in the area in which they're supposed to help. So that's interesting. But this particular one I referenced this in another video when I said I had already placed my order, because this one says, and I'm going to read it for you straight from the bottle, where it says for super dry and matted strands. So if this is supposed to help not just dry hair, because I always tell you that I have dry hair, but if it's supposed to help for matted hair, that's a whole nother level. So certainly this should work for me, right, as a really great moisturizer. Now, it is a leave-in conditioner, and there is a difference between a leave-in conditioner and a moisturizer. So I do get that, but so let me just tell you, first kind of issue that I have, I do like that it has the little lock nozzle. You just switch it from side to side to either open it or close it. But anyway, let me open it and I'll show you. I just wish this spray would disperse the product more widely instead of this kind of direct hit, as maybe you just saw that, and see it sliding down. Super slick. So let me tell you, this bottle, when you spray it out and onto your hair, even as I just put it on my hand, so much slip. It feels like so much slip. However, oh, and it's great for detangling, and I feel like this can do something for matted hair to allow you to just really, if you drench your hair in it, or even if you just spray a good amount and then kind of smooth it through your strands, your hair just kind of comes apart, meaning those tangles separate. So it does a good job there. It's just when it dries, it's not like that same moisture, at least not for me, is left in your hair. And I remember when she first mentioned that she was releasing this product, she hashtagged it game changer. So in terms of it being a detangler, it's really, really good. So if you are in search of a really good detangler or something that will give you tons of slip, this is almost like slip in the bottle, but for that same feeling to stay. And again, I just got this, haven't been testing it long, nothing like that. So we'll see what comes of it in the future. But I would suspect that most people, or at least if you have my hair type, you would need to seal to try and retain the moisture that you do get initially when you put this on your hair. So, but it's great as a detangler. So I got that as my freelo gift. I did get something that I had never tried from her line before, but I know it had been out for quite some time. This is the Hair Yum. It's like a little hair moisturizer. I think this is from, yeah, it says Kitty Tanicals. It's from her Kitty line. Smells good. All the little products here smell good. One thing I can tell you is that aside from Laid, the one that I just showed you, Aqua Main, it has more of a, and I'll show you her other products too that are new, has more like a floral, because it is from her spring line, more like a floral scent. I'm not big on floral scents, but it still doesn't smell bad because it's not like heavily scented of just like a bouquet of flowers. It's like floral mixed in with something else to kind of subdue that heavy, what could be a heavy floral scent. So she worked that out, and the scent is, it's pleasing, it's fine. I don't have a problem with any of those scents. I'm just showing you Yum Yum right now. See, that just kind of fades away. And again, because I just got this, I haven't even really tested this out much on the hair, so we'll see if Yum Yum is something worth investing in the future. New from her line here, from Flirtanical Gardens. So she really is playing up this kind of spring floral thing. Is this new product she has, Manoi Moisture Slip Deep Conditioning Fertilizing Dip. So with this particular product, and this is what it looks like here, right? Conditioner. It's a deep conditioner right there. You just saw it on my hand. I haven't, you see the jar is like full, right? So I literally just got this order in yesterday. The shipping was a little slower this particular go around, but I think because this is her new spring line and maybe they were packaging it, and I see it's also not coming locally to me from New York anymore. It's coming from further away, so whatever. But anyhow, this particular one, oh, let me smell that again. Yeah, this definitely has a garden type of fragrance. But anyway, this one, again, because it came in yesterday, I just did a little, took down a little twist, washed it, then conditioned it with this, and it seems like it, you know, it feels okay. But yeah, let me show you, I can show you some ingredients here, because by the next time I come to you, I'm sure this would have been in the shower many, many times. There you go. I'm just going to move it from side to side, and you can pause and catch all the ingredients, because the next time once this goes in the shower, I'm sure all this writing will like go away. And you see it's free of glycerin and protein as well. Now, just from the small little like twist test that I didn't find this to be better than her Mrs. Frosty one, which is her limited edition one, which I believe was marketed specifically for low porosity hair. I didn't find it to be better than that, but that's limited edition and it's not back in stock yet, so I guess maybe it'll come out in the winter. I'm not sure when. The other thing that I got that is not from her new line, but it's not so old, is her strand repair cuticle recovery. And it says it's a recovery mask for your hair. Now this, because I did another twist with this product on it, felt better than the one that I just showed you. It felt like it was softer than that one, the deep conditioner that I just showed you. But still, I don't think it compared to the Mrs. Frosty that she has. So this is just another creamy conditioner. There you go. So it feels creamy. This scent is like a really subtle kind of sweet scent. So there we go. That's kind of the new items that I picked up from Soultanicals. Now, and again, this is just a what's new this week, so I'm not like necessarily doing reviews, especially with those things that I just got recently. Haven't really had time to delve into them. Curl Origin. Have you heard of this brand? It is the sister company or sister brand to She Sent It. So, oh, and this shipped out very quickly and nicely. So this particular one is the coconut kukui. Kukui? I'm going to say, Double Moisture Overnight Mask. I have not used this and worn it overnight, but I have worn it. Sorry, I see there's hair in the jar. So it's a little thick mask that you put on your hair, and you're supposed to leave it on overnight, but they do say that you can do it for at least an hour. So I had it on for about 3 hours, washed it out of my hair, and at least for that first time, because I only did it once, I didn't notice anything at all. So yeah, it smells, and all of them have kind of a perfumey type of scent. Like you could kind of find this bottled in something that you would scent yourself with from a department store. So it has that kind of fragrance with all of them that I'm going to show you. So I got this one, of course, free of parabens, mineral oil, all of those things that we're used to from She Scented. You'll see that here as well. And she has a couple of other lines through this brand, Curl Origin. So the first item that I picked up, as I just mentioned, is the Double Moisture Overnight Mask. And I'm going to certainly use it more, and Nick said that this one is for very dry hair, which is why I picked this one up. And I just didn't notice anything with that first try. This also I picked up from them, their Curl Enhancing Moisture Butter, and again for very dry hair. I kind of stayed, she has other items too, but I kind of stayed with the line that said that it's for very dry hair, since that's what I have. And this, as you can see, is a thick butter. There we go. I'll show you that. Boop, boop, boop. Running out of space. Okay, so you see that's more like a thick little cream there. Rub, rub, rub. I have used this on my hair, as you can probably see by the indentation and finger marks in there, and I thought it was okay. But I'll come back and do like real reviews for you. More testing will certainly be needed, but I wasn't like screaming from the mountaintops about it. This is Curl Origin, the Coconut Kukui, again from the same line for very dry hair. This one says it's supposed to define your beautiful, kinky, curly, coily, and then at the bottom, multi-textured hair, and free of parabens. Same deal here. And this particular one is the Moisturizing Curl Cocktail. It's an intensive daily moisturizer, if the lighting will allow you to see that text. Okay, so there we go. It's supposed to soften, smooth, nourish. So applying it, and this one's in a creamy form. Okay, so another one that I thought was, it just felt okay. It just felt okay. So I'm not like, you know, screaming about that line just yet. So we'll see. I'm going to try and speed this along and show you a couple of other things. This I picked up on the ground actually today. I got it from the Main Choice. This is the first item that I've ever used from the Main Choice. I got it today, so I definitely haven't used it, but I will be unraveling a twist later tonight, even though I just washed my hair yesterday. I know I have a problem, and I am going to test this conditioner out. And again, no mineral oil, parabens, whole deal that we're used to seeing now from companies, which is great that they're catching on and doing it. I don't mean them specifically, but I mean other brands. I'm just seeing like now they're just screaming out to the world, no parabens, which is great. Glad they're doing that. And this particular one on the ground cost me $12.99, and this is the Detangling Hydration conditioner, and it smells nice. It smells like like fruity, sweet, perfumey something. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I like that scent. I need to do more smelling of that later. Now I also got, because they didn't have the deep moisturizer, because Kimberly Joy MUA, who's here on YouTube, also on Instagram, she's the one that I really heard talking about this line in terms of the products, not the pills, because Candace, hey, if you're watching, I know I had watched her video, and I follow her, so you can find her on my list as well, both her and Kimberly. And she was talking about the pills, so I watched that video. And then Kimberly was talking more recently about the actual products, not this product specifically, but the deep conditioner. But the store I went into didn't have the deep conditioner, so I got that conditioner just to test and see. And I do not pay $9.99 for an edge control that's only 2 ounces. I don't, but I wanted to try it. And because I had just received Laid from Soultanicals yesterday, and that I thought I was ordering a big jar of edge control, and to see that it's hair grease, I said, even though I still have my Yellow Organics one and you know, some others, but I feel like I have a little edge control addiction. But anyway, I like testing them out. So anyway, I saw this on the ground and I bought this one, and it smells so good. I'm trying to think of it because I feel like I've smelled this before, but it smells almost like something you could wash your clothes in. But I like it. I like this scent. And as you can see, I've used a little, just can't stop. But what I like about this, and maybe if it really does work, then I could see myself paying $9.99 for only 2 ounces. But it's the fact that this has biotin in it. And because I literally just got this and the ingredient list is rather small. Whoa. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. I need to focus. But yeah, it is small. I'm trying to look at where biotin on the top line. Not the first ingredient, but on the top line, 1, 2, it looks like it's the 4th one in. That is not bad. So if you're taking any, oh, look at the ingredient. You're not going to be able to see that. Maybe camera work with me. But anyway, you may not be able, oh yeah, yeah, there we go. So the ingredient list there at the bottom, water is the first thing. That may not be coming in, but see biotin right here. Oh, good, it is coming in. Biotin right there. May not be able to see the rest, but the reason I got this is because I said, oh, if you're ever taking any hair, skin, nail pills or anything like that, that obviously is going to have biotin in it. But then to also put it on, you know, just kind of topically, just on your hair, that's interesting. So if nothing in life ever happened to my edges, I'm cool because I feel like, you know, my edges are intact. I don't do like, you know, things that may take out my edges, like maybe weaves or braids that are too tight. Though I did tell you about the time, I know in the past, where I had done, just like I have a front twist right here, but I had been doing a particular front twist style for a while and just apparently tugging too hard. And then I saw like it was becoming an area that was looking a bit sparse with the hair like right here. And so I told you that I used just straight Jamaican black castor oil from, I want to use the right company, Sunny Isle, but I'm sure if it's pure castor oil, it's just pure castor oil. That's all you should see on the ingredient list. Anyway, that's what I used. And I told you that hair came back like very quickly. So I was saying, ooh, that's okay. So there is truth to what people say about castor oil. But anyway, so if nothing ever happens to my edges, like where more ever come in, I'm fine with what I have because they're not broken or they're there. I have edges, so I'm cool. But if I see it should like revitalize my hair or do even more, then that's great. But you know, if not, and it just smells good and it's a nice edge control, maybe for that purpose alone for 2 ounces I wouldn't pay $9.99. But if I see that the biotin actually does something, man, I may even use this as like a scalp treatment because it seems like it's going to be a really soft kind of one. Like it'll give you some holes, but I'm not expecting tons from this. Let me just show you right here. Can you even see what I just did there? Okay, you can kind of see that. That's where I put it. I want to make sure that it's not the type of product that's going to leave it with a white film or anything later. So we'll see. But it's looking kind of shiny right there. So yeah, all right. So this is the edge control from Main Choice. Let me try and speed this along. Peter Thomas Roth from Sephora. I got the trio of his masks. This was $25, and I got this really because I was interested in one mask in particular, and that's the gold one, because if you get the full size of this, it's like 80 bucks. So why not try it in a little sampler kit just to see if I really like it. I've used it once so far. I thought it was I wasn't overly impressed by it, so glad I only got the sampler, but I will use it more because again, that was just one time. And then I have their charcoal like impurity mask to pull out impurities, and then I have this cucumber mask. So this was available through Sephora. I don't remember if it was like some limited edition one, but they're all small. They're all, let me try and give you the ounces on them. I think they're on the jar because it was, and you can get a few, yeah, it's half an ounce, right, each jar. So you can get a few uses out of it because I only used, let me show you the gold one. I only used it once and it covered my entire face so well. And look how much I still have left. If you can see, it's pretty much the whole jar. So yeah, so you can get a good number of uses out of it. But because that's half an ounce, I was really impressed when from Sephora I used the code pudding, which is no longer going to help you because they're all out of stock. But they were giving away the free sample of this Boscia mask, which is the white part is supposed to hydrate your skin, and the black part is supposed to be the charcoal that's supposed to draw out impurities. So this is a 0.84 ounce jar. So for free, I got more than I got from each of the individual Peter Roth masks. But anyhow, this one, I used it, and from the first time that I used it, I knew this was something that I would like, and that it dries on my face. You know when a mask or kind of like a cream mask dries on your face, it's generally that type of mask where if you smile it starts cracking. Not this. It has like such a smooth texture. Like if you were allow real pudding, like pudding that you eat, to like rest on a sheet of paper and like spread it out thin, well, that can get a little crackly, but it has such a layer where it just is so comfortable on the skin. It's really nice, and I really did feel like my skin was so soft. I've only used this twice, but I already knew that I liked it enough to get the big size. Sorry, I did that, and I'll have the price up here. I think it was like 38 or 36 for the full size of the mask, but this one I'm still going through, and I do like it. Now, I can say the swiveling effect of the white and black looks really cool, but in the instructions they tell you like basically take out equal parts, or I guess you could always use more of one side if you know that you really want to work on getting impurities extracted, as opposed to hydrating your skin. You could go more black than white, but I think for practical terms or reasons, it would have been best if the mask itself had been just split in half, split the jar, have the black side on one side and the white on the other, but they kind of swiveled it around and tell you to like grab it and mix it. And when you mix it, you can only hope that you're getting or swiping out equal parts black and white. Maybe I'm thinking too much about this, but yeah, I mean, you can obviously look at how much you've taken out and secure it, but once the colors start mixing, it turns into gray. So did I have more black or more white? Though you could use more black and then it should be a darker shade than, you know, just a regular standard gray. Clearly, I've thought too much about that. But anyway, I also picked up, this has to be my third or fourth jar or bottle of this. I'm in shade N100. It's the Cover FX drops. Maybe once I'm done with all the foundations that I own right now, the ones that may not exactly be my shade, or maybe it has too much of a slightly yellow, this is perfect because I add these drops to it, and this is my skin color in a bottle. So I add this to the foundations that are not quite right for whatever reason, and it just, or some that are too red, I can even add this to it and it just brings it right down to my shade, and it's perfect. So unfortunately, this is not a full ounce for 40 something bucks. I'll put it up here, whatever it costs, or down there, whatever it costs. But it works, and because you don't have to use tons of drops, that's great. And remember, again, too, you can kind of customize this and make this your own kind of BB cream, in a sense that you can mix it just with lotion. You don't have to mix it with foundation. You can mix it with lotion. You can mix it with a serum. You can mix it with oils, so that it's has of course, an oil would have a lighter application. Maybe you just want slight coverage and something, you know, that matches your complexion, but you just want to use your oil, or you want to use your moisturizer that may be a heavy moisturizer, but you want to make it a tinted moisturizer. You can use these drops for that as well. So Cover FX was really smart to come out with that product. I like it. I'm looking at the time. I'm going to get through these remaining products all in one What's New This Week video, so I can show you Smashbox from Ulta, half price. This is the full size that costs $32. I paid $16 because it was part of the 21 Days of Beauty. I'm so sorry I didn't get two of these. Let me tell you why. Okay. You're supposed to use this primer water. Yeah, they call it Photo Finish Primer Water. And it just, you spritz it on your face. You can use it as a primer and also as a setting spray. And I thought, oh, is this just some kind of fluke or whatever? But hey, it's only 16 bucks. Let me try it. Okay, so I put it on today, and let me tell you what I've been doing. I've used it as a primer on my face, and I feel like I have a, can you see it? Maybe you can. You can see it right there a little bit. See that like forehead line, because I do tons of expressions and moving the forehead around and all that stuff, and I paid for it through that line. But anyhow, when I really, like, even if I went to, even the days when I wasn't concentrating it on that particular area, I feel like it hydrates my skin. Because sometimes when I drink, just makeup aside, when I drink more water than I typically do, it's almost like that line is almost non-existent. So maybe that's just a sign that I'm also somewhat dehydrated, because this is supposed to hydrate your skin as well. And remember, I am oily in the T-zone, so you would think, oh, you don't necessarily want hydration, but you do, because you can still be an oily person or have combination skin and have your skin that's dehydrated even though you're oily. Check it out. But yeah, because I've had that situation. But anyhow, so I've placed this on my face. I feel like it minimizes the appearance of that like forehead line, which is great. but it also, my skin feels hydrated. It just gives the makeup, a real foundation, a really smooth appearance. I love it. Now, this is with me putting on no, because I used it even today, no moisturizer, right? So this is for go, and this is not saying that it's replacing a moisturizer. I just wanted to first initially test it out with no moisturizer just to see how it would work on my skin. And my skin, because sometimes if I don't do moisturizer and I try and put on certain foundations, especially if it's a matte foundation, it will just look dry and just weird. So my moisturizer is a necessity, and I just like having a moisturizer on my skin anyway. It's what I'm used to doing and what my skin is used to and what it likes and needs. But this, without using moisturizer, I put this on. The foundation looks great. The application is really, really nice. And then I use it as a setting spray. And for a longer period in the day, it just keeps my skin looking like this. Like I haven't blotted at all. Maybe it looks slightly shiny there, and my nose is always the oiliest part, and I see a little shine there. But for the most part, and it is now 1:30, and I've had this on since about 8:30-ish. Right? So I think this is doing really well, because under regular circumstances, I would have been super oily. I will also say, because I know this is feeling like a review now, I will say that I've tried this also with my moisturizer, because I went to see, oh, will there be a difference if I actually have my moisturizer? The answer was yes. So I put on my moisturizer, then I primed with this, then I put on my foundation, then I set it with this, and I got oilier, or the oil was allowed to break free on my face much sooner. So like by this time point right now, by 1:30, I would have already had oil emerging from my face. Not tons, and it still kept it, you know, kind of down more so than it would have been if I had not used this product at all. Oh, I have to charge the battery, one sec. Sorry. So with the moisturizer, it really would bring my oils out at a much earlier period. So this, when I use this, I will not be using a moisturizer if I'm trying to have this kind of look last all day. So I really do like this photo water. So sorry I only got one, because for two I could have gotten what this would typically cost for one bottle. Anyhow, lesson learned. Next time I see this on sale through Ulta, because apparently Sephora, well, not apparently, I know they don't do sales like that where they like cut a product price in half, but Ulta does, and they've been shipping so quickly. So I'm really happy about that purchase. That's a score. I did get the larger size of the Sephora Solid Brush Cleanser, which I spoke to you about in last What's New This Week, but I got the larger size, which is this one. It's 1.1 ounce. I haven't opened that one yet, but the reason, because I know I told you before that I was using like Dr. Bronner's soap in order to clean my brushes and everything, and that's cool, but I ran out. So since I was placing an online order, why not? I also got from Ulta this oxygenating bubble mask. I haven't used it yet, but I'm excited to see if like bubbles will actually appear. So maybe I'll place an annotation if I've used it already by the time this video is posted. And then I got these two little masks from Sephora. This is the Honey Sleeping Mask, and this one is the Pearl Mask, and they both have different uses. I've never used any of these like small, these are only $4 from Sephora, so I've never used any of these little like pod masks that they have. So I'm excited to try both of these. If you've tried them, let me know what you think of them. Also from Sephora, and I think this one was $6. I got the anti-aging mask because I want to see what that's going to do. And it's the Orchid Face Mask in a little purple container, and that was about $6. I did show on Instagram that I got this from Sephora online. I have not seen it in Sephora in the store, but I have only seen it on the Sephora site online. This is like a sampler kit for some of the new items that have been released from Tarte. So it has their drink of H2O, which is like their moisturizer. I used a little of it so far, not much. And I'm almost running out of like my real staple moisturizer. So these little sample moisturizers that I have will be put to good use. This one feels really light on the skin. Yeah, so you see it just is clear, like a clear thing. So that's this. And for $10, I got the sampler kit. This one, I did get a sample packet of before, and it worked really well. This one is called Deep Dive. It's a cleansing gel, so you just use this to remove your makeup, and it did a really nice job. It was almost like, instead of just the makeup coming off, I noticed when I was washing it off and in the sink, the makeup was like forming bubbles with the water. It was weird, but other makeup removers, it just, you know, flows in with the water and it comes down, my water becomes brown and it goes down the drain. This one actually left like I don't know, it added like a weight to the makeup where it was like in the sink, and I needed to actually like clean the sink. Not that I wouldn't have under normal circumstances cleaned the sink, but I'm just saying it didn't just go down the drain smoothly. It had like brown in there, and it just kind of held on to the suds. It was interesting. Anyway, the last thing that comes in that sampler kit is the Marine Boosting Mist, and you can use this to, I believe this is their new primer. I'll put a correction if that's not right, but this is their little like primer spray that you can use to set your makeup, and also just to kind of mist. So it's basically like that Smash, it's supposed to be like that Smashbox photo water or primer water that I just showed you. So we'll see if it actually lives up to that. I also got, because you may remember in the past, I had the little Boscia sponges. So right now, I just decided to pick up these facial cleansing pads from Sephora. And this has red grape leaf extract and olive seed and vitamin E. And it costs $8 for 2 of these. And they're really thin. So I haven't put water on it yet. I haven't used it. But it feels really, it feels like this is going to give me slight exfoliation because it feels grainy. It feels like, look at that. Can you see the little brown spots? Those are like actual like grains of like grape pieces or something. It says grape leaf extract, olive seed powder, and yeah, it says it has anti-aging properties through this sponge. It has olive seed powder for natural gentle exfoliation. So that's the olive seed powder. So you can actually see these grains. So I'm excited to use this for the first time today. So that's great. You know, well, let me do this one first. Sephora, I did get there. This is premeditated laziness because I honestly should have just gone to CVS to get a packet of like cotton pads, but these are 100% cotton, and I was online shopping, so I just decided to throw this in my basket. So for $6, I got 60 of the Sephora brand cotton brands. Now people are saying, oh, it rips apart as soon as you touch it. I'm not sure why theirs is ripping apart. Mine does not rip apart. Now, yes, as you can see right here, it does not have a sewn in seam. So if you wanted to pull the pieces apart easily, you could, but I wouldn't suggest it because in between is even more cottony, and that's when you would get like fibers and stuff on your face. But if you just use these two sides or sprinkle your product, whatever cleanser or whatever you want to put on here on your face, it's been totally fine for me. The only thing is because I'm paying $6 for only 60 of them, I likely should have gotten the Shiseido one, which I believe was $9, and you get 100. And I've used those in the past too. I mean, typically I would just go to CVS or some drugstore and get the regular ones off the ground, but these do feel a little softer, gotta say. And these are 100%. Oh, and these are organic cotton pads. I don't remember Shiseido if their brand is organic, but it is 100% cotton, and it feels really soft and good too. 500 of my Sephora points, which equates to $500, allows me to get this Flawlessly Fab Skin line from the brand is called First Aid. Almost forgot them. First Aid Beauty comes in this Sephora box, and I knew that the samples would be small. I really only got it because I wanted to try these radiance pads, and they give you 10 of them, which I always heard these were really good. I used 1 pad so far, so I have 9 more to go. It feels like you know, maybe slightly better than those oxy pads you can get from the drugstore, but we'll see. I only used 1, and it was good at cleaning like additional stuff like off my face, so that was good. And it comes with a serum, a cleanser, and a moisturizer. Yep, a cleanser and a moisturizer. So that's all you get for 500 points. Thanks, Sephora. I really wish I could go in there, and this is not a joke, I really wish I could go in there just to help them with their points program. They may not realize that they need help, but they do. And this is not to be rude, but there could be a way that you could really attract customers if they would just make adjustments to their points program. And that's at every level, whether it's VIB or Rouge or whatever. Yeah, and you know their sale is about to come up soon from the Rouge from the 7th to the 13th, I believe, and to get 15% off. And 15% is not much, but you know, it's better than nothing. And if you're going for a big ticket item that normally you wouldn't find on sale, like maybe if you want to get a Clairsonic or the Foreo Luna or something, that's, you know, a great way to save 15% where you may not see it elsewhere at a reduced price. I did get, and this is one thing that during that sale time I probably will get a backup of, this Tarte, their new mascara, which I'm wearing today. Maybe you can wait. Do my lashes look luscious? Hopefully. But anyway, I do like this, and it has like the spikes. It's the spiky kind of bristle brush. So maybe you can see that. Focus, focus. Right, the prickly kind. I like that kind, actually. I know some people don't like that type of bristle. I don't know what the official name of that bristle is, but I like it, and I do like the packaging. It says Tartist. Boom, right there in gold writing, and it has this kind of like gold and black speckled, not speckled, but top. So it's cute. It comes in this packaging. I like it. I think it really does elongate my lashes. No clumping. It separates beautifully. Oh, biggest thing. No flaking. I can use it on my bottom lashes and no flaking at all. I think it even beat when it comes to this, because I do like the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir, not the other Noir one, but the Velvet. I like that one too because it doesn't flake, but there was a time when I saw a dot. Now maybe I rubbed my eye, I don't know, but for the most part that Marc Jacobs one is, and it's also paraben free as well, just like this Tarte one is. But I saw that little droplet and I said, uh-oh, did it try to flake on me? But that one never did it do anything, no flaking or anything. The last thing, which I'm going to show you, and I'm going to make this super quick, is from MAC. Did you know, and I should have shown this when I learned several weeks ago, sorry, that these, and I got these, not that I have a Z palette or any of those things, I just have a little container I'm going to throw them in, that these these eyeshadows from MAC. Now, and I don't have tons of MAC. I know, why do I always shift gears, right? I don't have tons of eyeshadows from MAC. Okay, that was the one thought that I was going to say. The other I was going to say is that these are the refill ones. Like if you have like a kit or something, you can just refill it or put your Z palette together or your MAC palette or any of those things. So these now are regularly priced, no longer at 10 bucks, but at $6. And if you have a pro card, I think someone said they pay $2, or is it $2.50 or $4 or something even lower? But I don't have a MAC Pro card, so I paid the $6, and this particular one is Red Brick. I'm not going to go through all the colors here just to keep this video short, but just to show you that they're $6 now. So I got Saddle and Brown Script and Amber Lights, which I'm actually wearing Amber Lights right now. That's a light gold piece. So yeah, so I got these for only $6 each. That is the regular price. I think, well, one MAC artist told me that it's because they're coming out or already came out with a concealer and they couldn't have the pricing so close, so they needed to make adjustments. I think it's because ColourPop and a lot of these other brands that are selling, and I think Makeup Geek is $6 and ColourPop is $5, and that comes actually not just something that you have to put in a palette, but it actually comes in its own container for $5. And I know some people may not feel that the quality is the same, but I actually do quite well with the color, and also I'm not a makeup artist. I do quite well with the ColourPop shadows, and they do last a really good long time on me with or without primer, with and without primer. So yeah, but I just got these because there were certain colors that I had seen in the past, and I certainly wasn't going to pay for the potted version like 17 or 16, whatever it costs. So this was just a way for me to get the colors. Look at this green one. Isn't that vibrant? This one is called Bottle Green. If you want to see swatches of any of these, let me know. But this was just a way for me to get them for a cheaper price point, because that's what they're priced at now. So anyway, that's what's up this week. Thank you for watching. I think this video is going to be long because this segment is already 11, and the last one I saw ended before my camera battery was about to die. It was at 20 something, so I should stop talking right now. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed. I appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon. If you specifically want to see reviews on any of the things that I showed here in particular, let me know. And also follow me on Instagram. And I'm not saying that just to like have a follower count rise. Not that I would be opposed to that, but I'm saying that because I do tend to do like kind of mini reviews, or I'll tell you if I did try something that day and I'm posting a picture of it, like what I think of it right then and there. And those things on Instagram happen much faster than YouTube happens for me, only because you can snap a picture and then type a quick comment and there you go. But I do like to explain more in detail on YouTube, and I am rambling. Let me end the video here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate you all. I will see you later. Bye.